Hello everyone, you are watching class 10th information technology videos. So in the previous sessions we have covered the session 1 and session 2 of unit 1 web applications. Now we'll move on to the next session, that is session 3, introduction to instant messaging. So basically instant messaging, the short form is IM. It is a form of communication over the internet, and the messages are transferred immediately and instantly. That is why this type of messaging is known as instant messaging, and they include text messages from sender to receiver. In email, what happens is that the receiver might take time to respond to the messages, but in instant messaging, you send the message and you receive the message. The best example with which you can understand the concept of instant messaging is WhatsApp. Nowadays everyone uses. So as soon as you send the message, it is received at the receiver's end and the receiver can reply immediately. So if you also, one feature is there, some instant messaging softwares, they allow the users to view the messages when they are not logged out. Okay, so such messages are known as offline messages. Now if you want to utilize audio, means if you want to make a voice call over the internet or the video chat like you have in WhatsApp also, or the conferencing, that is Zoom app and all, so you need to have microphones and headsets, speakers and web cameras for that. Okay, so the IM, that is instant messaging softwares, that we will be talking about in this session, they are not used nowadays, but actually they were very popular some time back. So we should have an idea about how they work. Nowadays the most popular one is WhatsApp. I'm very sure that you all must be knowing about it. So some key features of instant messaging apps are there, and these are the common ones which will apply to all the messaging softwares. Okay, so the features are text messages can be sent from one person to another, okay, just like SMS, but in SMS internet is not involved. Okay, so here we are talking about instant messages. Why? Because the internet communication is involved. Then audio calling and conferencing, okay, video calling and conferencing. Then file transfers, obviously you can transfer photographs, PDFs, other files, word files, PPTs using these instant messages apps. Message history, you have a message history where your chats and images and everything is saved. There is a backup also, so if by mistake your phone is lost or you purchase a new phone, then you log into your account and restore the chats, so you will get back all the chats. Now to use instant messaging softwares, you should always have one account for that instant messaging account. Okay, they need to be signed in the same software. Like if you want to communicate via WhatsApp, then both the parties should be logged in using WhatsApp. It cannot happen that one is using another app and the other is using another app and you think that you can chat. No, the app should be the same. Okay, so instant messaging account differs in formats. Okay, so some of the examples are Yahoo Messenger, Windows Live Messengers. They all uses your email address for managing the account, and like WhatsApp and all, with phone number also you can log in. Okay, some softwares provide both the options, that either you can log in with your email ID or with your phone number. Okay, so some of the instant messaging services are your Google Talk, Yahoo Messenger, Skype, Windows Live Messenger, Rediff Bolt, etc. Now, basically the instant messaging software, these are of two types, application based and web based. Okay. So application based are these: Google, Yahoo, Skype, Windows and Rediff. So what does application based means? That the software is downloaded first and then installed on the user's computer. Okay, you have to download it and then install it. Okay, and in web based instant software, example Meebo, Yahoo Messenger for the web, MSN Messenger, IMO, etc. In this, software is accessed using web browser directly. On the web browser, it works directly like Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Chrome. So there is no need to install it on your mobile or on the computer system. Directly you can access it from the web browser. Now creating an instant messaging account, now these steps may differ from application to application. Okay, whatever software or application you are using for instant messaging, all the apps, they have different steps. More or less they are the same, but the names might differ. So suppose they are talking about Google Talk. So it used to be very popular a few time back. So in this, what will happen is Google Talk, it is an instant messaging services that provides both text and voice communication. Okay, so you can send messages also, and you can talk you can talk also over the phone, like voice call. Okay, so Google Talk, it is free. Okay, and the Google Talk application, you can use it on your mobiles or you can use laptops. Okay, and Google Talk is your application based app also, and we have web based also, like you can access directly in the web browser. Okay, so for that you have to install it, and after that you can just go in the start programs and select it, or simply you can just type in the search menu. So Google Talk looks like this. So whenever I'll just show you one image. This is the image. This is the login page of Google. Okay, so whenever you will double click on the icon, shortcut icon of Google Talk, then you will find this type of page. You'll enter your username, then this is your Gmail ID and your password, and then you will sign in. Okay, after sign in, what will happen? You will get a window like this, and all your contacts will be shown over here. So whatever contact, suppose first contact is Annie. So if I click on Annie, then this small window will open, and here you can call. Here one call is going on already, so end call option is there, and simultaneously chat window is there. So you can call, voice call, or you can just type the message and send it over. Okay, so this is the page. Okay, so now I will be showing you the images of the instant messaging software that are mentioned in the book. So like this is your Skype. Okay, so here you have to type your Skype name and password, and then you have to sign in. If you don't have an account, then you can create your account. You can also sign in with Microsoft account or Facebook account. Okay, so when you will click sign in, then you will see this type of window. All your contacts and the chats that you have done are present over here, and whenever you will click on a name, then that the chat with that person will appear. Okay, next we have Windows Messenger. Okay, in Windows Messenger, what happens is this is your login window. Here you can type the email address and the password, and then when you will click on login, then this type of window will appear. Here you can see the contacts, all the contacts that are present. Whenever you will click on a contact, then the chat window will open. Next we have Yahoo Messenger. In Yahoo Messenger, what happens is that whenever you have this login page. Whenever you will log in with your email ID and password and just sign in. So what will happen is this type of window will appear. Your whatever contacts you have added, all the contacts will appear over here. You can just click, and you can just send the text message also, you can chat also, and here one add option is present. With the help of this option, you can add new contact, you can send a request. Okay, so these are all the instant messaging softwares. You can do some research, you can just type these names on Google, and then you will find more details about them. Okay, then these are the exercises that you have to perform, the activity, and then some assessment exercises are given. If any problem, then you can just ask. And in the next part of the video, we'll be covering the session 4 of web applications. Thank you.